A real genuine response,
Yeah, not just like, yes, maybe tomorrow. It's like, I like to explain things and like have a relationship. And that's what I want with the clients I work with. Like, I want to know, what do you want? I always try to explain things to people like, as a mixing and mastering engineer, you might want a cheeseburger with French fries, but you don't know how to tell me that. So I need to give you a cheeseburger with French fries as that song. Like if I give you like a turkey burger with sweet potato fries, like it's still going to be good. It's just not exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
So like having that relationship, understanding what that artist wants, like it's good for both of us. I mean, it's just the best way to look at it, I think.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So with that said, switch gears a little bit. I'm familiar with some of the gear you have in your studio because I've seen, a lot of your content. But for you, what is a favorite piece of gear, holy grail piece of gear? If you had, if somebody said, hey, you're on an island and you can bring like one or two pieces of gear with you, what would it be?
I would say these days, and I think people overlook this all the time, is a great pair of monitors and a great interface is probably the biggest thing next to amazing acoustics in your room.
Got it.
I tell people that probably the biggest secret in mixing and mastering is having a really well-treated room. You could strip all my gear away. I need my monitors that I know really well, my Dynaudios. I know my SSL converters extremely well. And a really great room is all I need. Is really, truly, that's it. That is mixing and mastering.
Right.
And obviously all the plugins that go with it.
Oh yeah.
But with analog gear, I would say I would say that SSL is my favorite company that makes gear. Okay. Like I have the converters, I have their bus compressor, I have their mixer, I have every single plugin that emulates their stuff. I mean, but I cannot stress having a good pair of speakers. Like, unfortunately, need to get up into that like $700-800 range to have like a speaker that's really. It's mainly the tweeters get much better when they get a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, definitely. That mid-range area. Yeah.
A good converter, like something that starts at probably $600-700 as well. Converters are giant. I mean, I really feel like a good converter, especially these days, really helps you hear or record better things. And then having a well-treated room, I couldn't stress to be more important. That's probably my favorite piece of gear.
is the truth. Hey, and that is that's it, because you don't realize, again, I think two of the biggest takeaways, number one, the acoustic treatment and your monitors, I've heard it, everybody says it, but they are, it's like the blanket coming off you, but it literally is. When you hear, a certain level of monitor, it's hard to go back because you just can't hear what you're doing, no matter how great it sounds. You have to have those main two things at least if you want to really take your productions to, the next level. So, great advice. And
what I've learned is your room acts like an equalizer. So if it's untreated, typically it boosts the bass and it boosts the treble. So you're not hearing what that monitor is kicking out. And so if you can acoustically treat the room and not just like put foam everywhere, like you actually have to get into, getting the room to be flat. So, when whatever comes out of the speakers, is right. And that's why people will be like, oh, wow, you mix so quickly. It's not that I'm mixing quickly. It's that what comes out of the speakers I know is accurate. So I don't have to go check it on headphones and check it in the car and check it on the home theater speakers, check it on the Bluetooth speaker. Like, it comes out of there. I might play a reference track for 30 seconds and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm pretty much in the ballpark. And then, so yeah, that's my favorite piece of gear, acoustic treatment.
All right. What is your as far as musical influences? I know you're an engineer, but obviously the engineering side of you, sonics in a song, or how a song sounds is so important. So what are some of your musical influences, or somebody you listen to that made you really say, I want to get into that?
Oh man, I listen to such a wide variety. Like, it's crazy. So I'm a drummer. I played in like punk, pop, and rock bands. Now I currently, and probably for the last 10 years, I listen to some pretty heavy music, like screamo. I wouldn't say metal, but it's that like post-hardcore, like half singing, half screaming, like full guitar, bass, real drums, like, but I produce, mix, and master like hip hop, trap, pop, reggae, like there's a very wide range. So, I would say like Warren Hewitt, he was a producer who that was one of the first names I really remember seeing and kind of inspiring me. CLA, another huge one.
Definitely.
They just had, I guess just the way I heard their music, just, had like something a little bit unique, whether they added that in during the mix phase or that was just part of the production. I don't know, but love that. My thing is I will listen to any song. I don't care what genre it is. If it's a good song, like I just appreciate the musicianship or the producer's like goal with the track, or even sometimes how quickly they can make it inspires me. Like, why can't I play 5 chords and make it sound that good?
Yeah.